What's up guys, Mason VanMeter here with another video. I'm starting a brand new mini series on how to build rapport. You can call us the Rapport Institute, whatever you want. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit that bell notification at the bottom to make sure you never miss a video from me. These videos will be dropping every Saturday, but also if you're new to the channel, go ahead and make sure you subscribe so you never miss another video at all. So, what is rapport? Rapport is understanding someone so you can build up trust in a relationship. I don't care if you have the best presentation, the best product. If you cannot build trust with a prospect, you will never get the sale unless they're just part of the 10% that buys from anybody. But that's what rapport is. The biggest problems that I had, you can replace your with I'm, because I was the one doing all this. This is just based on my experience. There's plenty of ways to skin a cat. This is just some of the things that I've noticed that I had to practice on to get better at building rapport with anybody. So some of the biggest problems I had was I was not doing any research. If you speak to everybody, no one listens. Marketing 101, best lesson you can learn. You have to know who you're talking to. You have to know your audience's pain points. What problem am I solving? Most people just go into a sale talking about the product. They talk about what it's going to do for them, whatever the case is, but they never clarify the problem. Be a problem finder and then a solution expert, whatever you want to call it. But you're not doing any research on what the audience's pain points are. So let's tie this into insurance because that's what I've done. So I was not doing research on my clients. My client was mortgage protection to start out with. Well, what does a mortgage protection client look like? Well, someone who's going to be impacted by the loss of the breadwinner, or let's take a dual income household. 7 out of 10 households in America are like this, where if one person dies, the other person no longer has their income. They're in a shitstorm, right? You're up Craps Creek without a paddle. So if the breadwinner of the house dies, let's say you have a factory worker, his wife, and 2 kids. Well, the factory worker's the breadwinner. He's bringing home $3,000 a month. The wife's bringing home $2,000 a month. She's a teacher. Their bills are $4,000 a month. What happens if that $3,000 falls off? They're probably going to have to sell the house, something like that. These are the problems that I'm talking about. You're getting creepy. It is what it is. Let's call a spade, right? I was trying to just make all kinds of small talk about, hey, I see your kids on the wall, and I got kind of weird with stuff like that. You don't want to be that guy. Do not say weird crap. You're not talking about things that don't matter. 3, I was forcing it. You ever heard those cats jump on one another? It's the most god-awful sound in the world. It sounds like babies crying. So you do not want to force things. If it's not consensual, you're kidnapping your client. They're not going to want to buy, or they're going to have buyer's remorse. They're going to get a chargeback. And guess what? Chargebacks exist, but we can avoid them. You can prevent 90% of chargebacks. So you do not want to force things. I was asking generic questions. My questions were just all over the place. Well, what would happen if he died? Okay, well, that's not getting very far, and that kind of sucks. Now, that's a good startup question, but you want to be detailed. So what I would ask that factory worker, I would talk to his wife, because she's going to be the one in the position to make a decision. God forbid something happens to him. So okay, Julie, what would happen if John last week did not come home? What does that look like for you right now? Well, I guess I'd have to sell the house. Okay, there we go. We got a statement right there. We found a problem already. Now we want to peel the onion from the inside out and go deeper. Okay, well, what would happen if you had to sell the house? Well, I guess, and then we want to tie into other problems that they didn't even know they had. Well, what's that look like for the kids? Are you going to have to, if you move back in with your parents, are they going to have to go to a different school district? What's that going to look like for them? Or how are you going to make this work? Those are the kind of questions you want to ask. You want to get deep quick. You're not engaged. If the client sees you just playing on your phone, or you're texting your wife, or you doing other frivolous BS, they're going to pick that up, and it's going to break your rapport right there. I was doing this all the time. I was checking my phone, getting notifications, or I wouldn't silence it, so calls would be ringing. Oh, hang on, let me make sure this is so-and-so. Whatever the case is, you have to be engaged. You have to give them your attention. We're going to go over how to build rapport in next week's, but these are just some of the biggest problems that you need to stop doing if you're doing them now. This is just based on, like I said, what I was doing. I was messing all of this stuff up because I had no sales experience, whatever the case is. I was spending too long on small talk. Guys, be respectful of someone's time. Let's take it like this. Do you think you're an adult? I hope you say yes. If you're not, go ahead and click off this channel. This place is not for you. You'll get eaten here. People here are hungry to learn. So you're spending too long on small talk. What's that look like? You're spending 15 minutes talking about the pictures on the wall, whatever the case is. We're not professional visitors. We're there to move them along a process to get to a desired result. We want them to close. We want the order taken. We want to get that family protected. But if you're spending 30 minutes just talking about random stuff, Josephine, the crazy cat lady, as much as she loves to talk about her cat, she still has things she wants to do. We're not spending 30 minutes doing that. We want to pull them from outer space. If you notice the wall, we want to pull them from out there back into the process. How do you do that? You ask questions. We'll go over that next week. I wasn't practicing. Guys, no one is just comes out of the womb. Were you born a natural salesperson, or were you born just with this ability to build rapport with anybody? No, you probably were not. In fact, I know you are not. You have to build this up. Just like if you want to learn how to swim, you don't read books on how to swim, you go practice it. There's a huge difference between theorists and practitioners. If you notice, I'm wearing a David Goggins shirt, Who's Going to Carry the Boats. He talks about theorists and practitioners in his book, Can't Hurt Me. Awesome book, go read it, Bulletproof Mindset. But you have to practice on it. I don't care if you read every book in the world in sales, if you never execute on it, what good's it going to do you? This is why you have to practice. You have to practice, practice, practice. Kobe Bryant didn't get good at basketball by not shooting thousands of shots a day. He went out there, he was outworking his competition, doing what the 99% of people wouldn't do. So you have to do what the 1% are doing. What they're doing, they're practicing this every day. They're having conversations with people. You need to get in front of people. If you want to get good at selling insurance, go run 50 appointments as quick as you can. I'm telling you, you'll have a pretty good baseline after that. But hope you guys like that. Be sure to go get my free leadership book. If you guys have not, I'll post a link in the description for you guys to go get that. It's a free read. It's called Steal This Book, 7 Leadership Traits You Must Have to Be Successful in 2022. So go get that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you look at the links below. I just opened up Running Buddies Academy, where I help you generate a 6-figure income in the insurance industry with a predictable and proven process. Because guess what, guys? Success leaves clues. We're not here to reinvent the wheel. I've taken what industry leaders have learned all across this and applied it from either under other industries. I don't know why I got jumbled up with that. Because God, after I went and learned neuro-linguistic programming, I can take the successful patterns and mirror and match that and bring them over here. So make sure you click the links in the descriptions to go check those out. And hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you stay hydrated. Go get a drink of water. See ya.